he said no. And that docket was already filed at the storeroom. And when you go through the statement, there is nothing that tells you to say why they landed to that house. Yes. That is the reason, Commissioner, I am saying I had to prove to say the officers, because whenever they go to wherever they go, they are performing official duties if they are on duty. Even if somebody loses their life, but it should be in a process of official duties. So for their involvement there, it should be said because they drove state cars to that house. That means it was officially. So they must give something in black and white to say this is what we're doing officially. In a process, this is what happened. So they don't have that. So for me, it helps me to prove a point of criminality to say they were doing their own things. It was not about the duties they are supposed to perform. Yes.
Thank you.
In the olden days, Ms. Masuku, police used to carry what was called a pocketbook. Does that still exist? Do you know?
It still exists, commissioners, to some of the members. And then some of the members, they will say, no, it was finished, I don't have it. And then you can't force him to say, give one. And even if he had it, if he knows that something that is written there will put me in trouble, then they will say, no, I lost it. Then there is nothing you can do. Yes. But there should be records like an occurrence book, which is a register. You must get something. Like, I was hoping to get something on occurrence book regarding the incident of that house, to say we went to this house, we searched because we were looking for the truck, we found the truck, and then that's it. So that if they were doing their duties, they were going to make that entry if they were doing their duties. They are doing it because they are saying there was no one, they didn't find the owner of the house, all of them. But that means they broke open the house because the house was ransacked, because the owner was not there. So to cover themselves to say we didn't steal anything, they must go back to the station. To say we went to this house searching for this, we found 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the owner was not there. Then nothing was taken at the scene. But they failed to do that entry. And secondly, they were looking for the truck that they find there according to them. They find the truck, it was parked in the yard. I was expecting them to, if it was not drivable, to pull out the truck, take it to the pound, because it's involved in a crime. Then they book it there. But they find the truck there, they left the truck there. So there was no official duties they were performing. They were doing their own thing.
So in short, there is no record of this operation on the sub's records?
No, commissioners. According to them, it was initiated by a private person. Then they took instructions from the private person.
Thank you.
Even the EMPD officers who say they interviewed the tenant and her children, remember there's one EMPD officer, I won't mention the name, but I saw in the statement, they say while SAPS was busy in the main house, they went in the back rooms or something like that, and there was a tenant with her 2 children, and they interviewed the tenant who told them that the owner is not there. Even those EMPD officers don't have a record of when they were there and what they did when they got there.
No, they don't have any records, Commissioner. What they have is the story they are telling here, but they must give something officially to say, when I was there, this is where I was working, this is how I received this complaint, I had to go there. But their complaint came from a private person. So they took instruction from a private person to go and do the search, of which is not allowed.
Thank you, Commissioners. Thank you, Ms. Masuku. We were about to turn to your paragraph 58, and if you could pick up your testimony from there. Thank you.
Further, I did not personally attend the primary scene where the deceased was killed. Only SAPS officials had attended the scene. Accordingly, it was necessary to conduct a thorough and methodical investigation prior to effecting any arrest. In addition, we were struggling to locate material witnesses. The original witness, who had been a tenant at the property of Mr. Mbense, vacated the premises shortly after the murder, fearing for his and his family's safety, and couldn't be traced. We were only able to trace him with the assistance of the family in October 2025. This fact is confirmed by an email received from the family dated the 26th of January 2026. I attach an email as Annexure NPM 7.
Your NPM 7 that you reference is in the annexure bundle at page 143, if you could turn to that. 143, Commissioner. Are you there, Ms. Masuku?
Yes, I'm there, Commissioners.
Now, at page 143 is an email I see. It's from somebody. It's dated January 26, 2026 at 2:20 p.m. It's addressed to you with a copy to the other investigator in your team.
That's correct, Commissioners.
It has as a subject line, murder case, Brakpan, and in brackets, Madlanga Commission, and then it's got a number attached to it. Do you see that?
I see that, Commissioners.
Is this the email you say at your paragraph 58 you received from the family in October 2025? No, this is the email you say you received on the 26th of January 2025, 26.
That's correct, Commissioners.
Now, it's a very short email. I think it would be helpful if you read it into the record, but please do not read the details of the author of this particular email and their contact details as appear at the bottom of that page. Thank you.
Hi, Sis Nomsa. In light of the media statements released, I would like to clarify the below from the family. 1. At no point did we allude nor state that IPID and investigators did not carry out their duties due to fear or any threats while conducting the investigation. I do confirm that we did inform them that IPID has carried out all that is required on their end, and decision will be on the NPA. In brackets, note, no timelines were given. Point 3, IPID has kept us up to date several times with calls and visits to our residents in Soweto and Brakpan. IPID's door was open to us at all times. The only thing we were not aware of was details shared on the commission, as we assume these details were confidential to the docket and not public knowledge. Even to us, not to public knowledge, even to us as the family. But we are fully aware and understand that delays occur with an investigation of this magnitude. We are also fully aware that having to locate one of the witnesses who was a tenant at our premises, who had moved and changed numbers, but by God's grace, he visited in 2025, and we could then share the details with the investigators, which IPID later informed me that they have communicated with the witness and had obtained the critical statement from him. That's the end of the email.
Thank you. Now, the statement that is said at item 4 of the email that you obtained after the tenant had contacted, by God's grace, the family, did you obtain such a statement?
That's correct, Commissioners.
At paragraph 58 on page 16 at the top of the page, your last sentence reads, I obtained this witness's statement